Hello everyone, welcome back. And this is the last video for the third grading period. We are still going to convert units of measurement, but specifically for the measurement of area and temperature. Don't get me wrong, area is not the same as solving for the area of a plane figure you've learned during elementary years. Here, we're just going to convert units of area from one to another. That is actually covered by items 1 and 2. Let's start. Item number 1 is concerned on converting acres to the square feet. Now, acres and square feet, or the unit for foot or plural feet, are actually part of the English system of measurement, and we already have equivalents for the two. We shall use the relationship between 1 acre is equivalent to 43,560 square feet. Okay, it's so we just need to use the direct relationship from acres to feet. So using dimensional analysis, you have 5 acres times 1 acre here. Acre again is placed in the denominator, so we could cancel the unit, and we'll have the equivalent here, 43,560 square feet. And then we remove that, the final unit left here is actually square feet. So we'll have 5 times 43,560, that's 660 square feet, all over 1 times 1. The result will become 5, the product of 5 and 43,560, which is actually 217,800 square feet. So number one is not necessarily easy, but number one only took one step because we already have the relationship between acres and square feet in the form of 1 acre is equal to 43,560 square feet. But for number two, from the square centimeter to hectares, there is no direct relationship between the two, but we could use the relationship between 10,000 square meter is equivalent to 1 hectare, symbol HA. And then meter to centimeter, we know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So to do that, you have 1 million. Yeah, 1 million square centimeter times, let's convert first meter to centimeter. Yeah, 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. However, here comes the unique problem when we talk about conversion of area. Yes, we use this relationship so that we could move from centimeter to meters and then probably meters later on to hectares. But when you're going to look at the notations here, you have square centimeters, but you only have centimeter here. Okay, this means that this is already an exponentiation of 1, and this is already in 2. So we cannot cancel this. So what we could do here is actually to express this conversion factor into square. Okay, we are going to convert or express the conversion factor by squaring that conversion factor so that we will have here 1 million. Sorry for that. That's 1 million square centimeters times. Take note, when we have loss of exponents, this means we're going to distribute the exponent to all terms inside. So you will have 100 square. The square of 100, we have four zeros, which is 10,000. Okay, 100 times 100 is 10,000. The square of 1 is just 1. The square of centimeter is actually centimeters squared. Do not say c squared, m squared, sir, because if I could still remember in our loss of exponents, we also need to share this to the variable c here. Okay, that's a good concept. But here, C and M are not separated variables. They are just of one unit. So this is let's just have centimeter squared. And we should also apply the exponent here in the numerator, m squared. By doing that, we can now remove this and the square here. And the other implication is that we can now use the relationship of 10,000 meters squared to 1 hectare. Because if you're not going to square this conversion factor here, this will still be m. And we can also cancel out m by m squared because this has exponent of 1 and this is exponent of 2. Again, this is the unique concept for conversion of area because if there is no direct relationship between the units for area, we may use the squaring of a conversion factor. Is squaring constant, sir? Basically, when we talk about area, our units are in squares. So we have square here. If we're going to venture on the conversion of volume in cubic, definitely we are going to cube the conversion factor. Let's just have it in some other time. Let's focus here, and then we can now remove here the meter squared as well as here. So let me increase this side, sorry for that. Let's Let me increase this side, and then we will have, that's 1 million times 1 times 1. So you have 1 million, that's 1 million hectares over 1, because that's again all over 1. You have 10,000 times another 10,000 here. Okay, you could cancel 0, another 0 here, 0 here, 0, another 0 here, and finally here. So our result is 1 over 100 hectares, or in decimal notation, that's 0.01 hectares, or also read as 100 hectares. That's the result for item number 2. Again, differentiate item number 1 and number 2, and you will know that from here, in item number 1, there is direct relationship between acres and square feet. So that's easier than number 2, where there is no direct relationship between square centimeters and hectares. We use two conversion factors, and we use the squaring of one of the two to come up with this conversion. Number 3, 4, and 5 are actually now in the form of conversion of temperature. Okay, so there are other units of measurement for temperature, but let's just focus on the Celsius scale, the Fahrenheit scale, and the Kelvin scale. Okay, converting Celsius to Fahrenheit, we will not use any more conversion factors here. Rather, we will use the formulas to convert the equivalent Celsius degree scale here to its degree Fahrenheit, and vice versa for number 4. So to do that, we will use here, we were given with degree Celsius, and we're going to look for the equivalent degree Fahrenheit. The formula for Fahrenheit is 9/5, sorry for that, 9/5 of the degree Celsius plus 32. 30 is constant. This is the formula for conversion. And then let's just simply substitute the value for this degree Celsius here. So the 9/5 of 100 plus 32. 100 divided by 5 is 20. So you will have the result here. 9 times 20 is 180 plus 32. So the 100 degrees Celsius, as known to be the boiling point of water in Fahrenheit scale, is equivalent to 212 degree Fahrenheit. So you have 212 degree Fahrenheit. Let me write it better. You have 212 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so this is the formula for item number 3, converting Celsius scale to Fahrenheit scale. For number 4, Fahrenheit scale to Celsius scale is actually the literal equation, the manipulated literal equation of this formula here. It's subtracting 32 both sides, so you'll have degree Fahrenheit minus 32 times 5, okay, divide by 9. That's literal equation, right? All right, right? Sorry, it's not anymore F. And it's still an equation, okay? We subtract here 32 both sides, so you have degree Fahrenheit. I'm just going to show it to you. 32, so you are left with 9/5 degrees Celsius because minus 32, that's 0. Multiply 5 both sides, so you have 5 degree Fahrenheit minus 32 is equal to, when you multiply 5, we cancel out 9 degrees Celsius and divide 9 both sides. So you have 5 over 9 degree Fahrenheit minus 32 is equal to degrees Celsius. Again, it's a literal equation, manipulated literal equation of the formula. So you just don't need to familiarize both of them or memorize both of them. Simply familiarize one and learn how to manipulate the literal equation. But manipulation is not the concern here. So let's just to continue substituting the value. 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So you have 5 over 9. Then you have here 100 minus 32, right? Let me extend some spaces here so that I could also move down item number 5. All right. So you'll have here 5 over 9. That's 68, if I'm correct. 100 minus 30 is 68. And simply try to manipulate that. So 68 divided by 9 times 5. Okay. You will get the result of 37, sorry, 0.78, rounded off in two decimal places. So you have here 100 degree Fahrenheit is equivalent to 37.78 degrees Celsius. Okay. For number 5, we have to convert 95 degree Fahrenheit to equivalent Kelvin scale. Take note that before we used degrees Kelvin, but as of the moment, in the new uh, presentation of the Kelvin scale, no more degrees. Okay, so you have here this notation, but we don't have direct relationship or direct formula from degree Fahrenheit to Kelvin scale. What do we have is the relationship between the degree Fahrenheit to Celsius, is like in number 4, and then Celsius to Kelvin. Okay, because for Kelvin scale, it's degrees Celsius plus 273.15. Okay. So first, let's try to convert 95 degree Fahrenheit to Celsius first before we could move to Kelvin using the formula in number 4. So you have degree Celsius is equal to 5 ninths of the difference between a degree Fahrenheit and 32. So you have 5 ninths of 95 minus 32, which is actually 5 ninths of 63. 63 can be divided by 9, that's 7. So the result here is 5 times 7. 95 degrees Fahrenheit is 35 degrees Celsius. This is the result by converting first the 95 degree Fahrenheit to its equivalent degrees Celsius or in Celsius scale. And then use that to solve for the equivalent temperature in Kelvin scale, which is the degree Celsius 35 plus 273, that's 7.15. So Kelvin scale is equivalent to 35 degrees, or no more degrees rather, 35 plus 273.15 is actually equivalent to 308.15 in Kelvin scale. So this is actually the process of converting temperature units to the other. We don't need to use the conversion factors. We actually use formulas to do that. So this is the content for the final video for third grading period. You may use this as you prepare for exam later this week. So you may view the rest of the videos for the third grading as you prepare for it. Hopefully this could help you and you could get better grades this time. Thank you very much. Goodbye.